What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy here, and I'm ocean bound. And yeah, that's right, that tunnel means that I'm heading to Nahant. The last session that I had was on the outer cape, and it was quite gnar. But that just happened to be the first session that I had my 205 stab, and it was not really a great way to get acquainted with it. So today's situation happens to be, I think, pretty good. It's like maybe a side-off situation with the winds. The waves are, I would say, 3 to 4 feet. They look on the cam, and relatively clean, maybe 9 seconds apart. Could be a little bit more. The webcam says it's blowing like 17 to 20. So I'm gonna take that as a good sign. I'm gonna be riding my MA1000. I'm gonna be riding that 205 tail. I've got my FG board. It's cold out. I mean, it's 35 degrees, but I've been in colder. Depending on how it feels on the beach, I'll be on a 4.5 or a 5.5. Brought the 6.5 just in case. I'm not messing around. I don't have a lot of time today, so I really hope that this is gonna work out, but I really do think that this wave setup and the wind direction is gonna be really nice with that MA foil. You know, I don't want to build it up too much, but in my head, this is the session that I've been waiting for. So it should be pretty awesome. Hope you guys like what I'm about to throw down. Let's go see what that beach looks like. Here we go. All right, so yeah, they're not crazy waves by any means. This should be a great tack to come out. Dude, this is great. The wind's coming this way. Tack out this way. Ride them in this way. Left hand. Wing. All right, I got a game plan. Sick. Oh man, we could use this. It's cold, but we needed this session. Oh, these waves are big, yeah. 4 foot. Stoked. Hoping I get screwed out by these rocks.
So I kind of wanted to talk about these conditions. I was pretty stoked at first glance to ride them. I mean, we're talking waves that were like 9 or 10 seconds apart, 4 feet tall, and I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a side off kind of wind, and that's basically what it was. In my head, I was like, side off, oh, that's really nice to drag the wing, and it's gonna make some clean faces, and like 9-10 second periods, the waves are beautifully spaced out and formed, it's nice groundswell, 4 foot is just like a perfect like size of wave, but it doesn't really always add up to like awesomeness. Let me explain why. When you have a 9-second swell and a 4-foot wave, the wave is this tall, and when it's 9 seconds, going from the top of the wave to the trough and then back up to the top of the next wave, that is drawn out, and so the wave faces are kind of like, well, they're pretty vanilla. They're kind of at like a light angle. Whereas if you have a 5 or 6 second period wave, this starts to get closer, and then this wave face from the height of the wave to the trough is steeper. So it's actually kind of nice to ride waves that are small on a shorter period swell, because I feel like you can catch them better and your foil wants to stay on them. Now, different foils do different things. Like HA wings, they're really nice to catch those kind of gradual, not so steep waves, because you know they're really efficient, they go fast, and they catch the wave well. Whereas like these MAs are like, you know, the bigger, slower moving foils, sometimes they can get outrun by the wave, they don't want to catch the wave the same. It's just different, that's all I'm saying. So the problem with today is there was just no ripping, or at least not how I kind of envisioned the session. I was thinking that 4-foot faces would be clean and, you know, steep enough with the offshore winds. I was thinking I'd be able to carve back and forth, dragging that wing behind me. It'd be righteous, it'd be so cool, but it wasn't clean, and there was small side chop on the waves, and going into the wind was kind of slowing me down. And, you know, I had to pump to stay on some, and if my pump wasn't as good and the waves started passing me, I'd get to the top of the wave or behind, I'd lose my power and just drop right off foil. I wanted to be carving back and forth, ripping these wave faces, but in general I kind of had to concentrate more to stay on them, and really I had to point down the line and just do these like fast runs down the line, and that 20-25 mile an hour wind in my face was just like a little too much for waves that really weren't steep enough and they were traveling at a pretty decent speed. Alright, and so that 205, it's definitely felt really good, but it did feel a little draggy to me. I rode it with 0 shim, and it's hard to tell if it's the whole setup or just the tail, but the 205 definitely feels stable, and I totally dig that. I'm learning more about the MA1000 and the type of sessions I want to ride it in, and this isn't really the type of session that I'll probably bring it out in. If the waves are steeper, def. But with this offshore, in-your-face winds that are over 20 miles an hour and waves that aren't really that steep, I think I'd be way better off with the 925. Now, I know it sounds like I'm kind of making excuses here, but it was a fun sesh. My mind was activated, I did get some long ones pointing down the line, and they were magical. It was super cool, it's a beautiful day. I just didn't get the rail-to-rail shredding that I was hoping for, but that's okay, there'll be better days. So more on that 205 soon, hopefully on the flat water. I'm going to start shimming it and see if that helps it at all. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you made it this far and you want to see some more of my videos, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. And with that, hope all of you guys are doing well out there. I'll see you soon on the flip, and I wish you all an awesome day. Later.